We're gonna find out tomorrow morning. I wake up with a nose bleeding.
Yo,
what happened?
Yo, my bad, bro. That's not good. That was not good at all.
This was the abduction of aliens.
Oh, so we live right now. Let me get the.
Holla, world.
Oh, sorry. Let me. See, nope. I didn't even know my screen was that big. I would have. Yeah.
Salute.
Well, that's for the screen. See, I gotta fix it. Oh man. Yeah. Just trying to figure out. We live right now. Let me get the screen, yo.
Holla, world.
Sorry. Let me give us a quick little second. I didn't even know my screen was that big. I would have.
Tap in.
Get Rob's screen right, my screen right. I do have to change. Just trying to figure out how to set up the screen. I do have to change something real quick. I just realized folks can't hear us. Give us a quick little second while I'm still figuring this out.
Tap in.
Get Rob's screen right, my screen right. I do have to change.
Yeah, you gotta take this few seconds to pull up the film as well.
Yeah, I do have to change something.
You're not prepared. Get your pen and papers.
All right, we gotta get ready for this, but I'm setting this up. I gotta set this up right. That's all, y'all. Give us a second. I'm gonna put this back on the screen because I don't have a transition screen yet.
And then now it would make sense to keep my body warm to work out now while it gets colder and shit like that. But here I want to get lazy. Crazy.
So, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back if you're a member of the channel. If you subscribe to us, if you're tuning in. I hear like a funny feedback. I'll be trying to fix that. But you don't hear funny feedback. Nah, you good? All right, so maybe that's just me.
Tap into YouTube right now. I'll let you know.
I mean, our audio should be straight based on what I'm seeing here. Like, I don't think it should be too messed up. I think you should be able to hear us. So the only thing is I always got to figure out my mic situation because honestly, my mic should realistically be more in front. Like, I'll be having it to the side. Let me take this out because I'm not using this yet. This will be a little later. Oh, appreciate that. Definitely gonna put this to the side. Now I feel better, much better, because like the mic was to my side, and I felt like I had to be like, so, Rob, you know,
ventriloquist.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to call it puppet or something.
Yeah, right.
That's mad funny, but we here, man. We here. Sorry for the delay, y'all.
So yo, you speaking to me right now?
Sorry for the delay. I mean, honestly, I should have been putting the mic right here this whole time, making my life difficult, man. But we learning. We still learning. We still growing. Welcome everybody again. One more time.
Happy Monday, y'all.
Yeah, I love that applause, man. Okay. So we here at the 80th. You might notice there's a little bit of change. It's still Mondays. 80th Productions bring you the 80th sessions, right? This will be pretty much a continuation of what we've done here, the Manuscript, just giving it a new name, trying to transition into something, mold, let's say, what we've been doing, Rob and I. Mondays for the last year, pretty much, and change. And, you know, some other days, but pretty much weekly Manuscript, where it's been our live stream show. Mostly having panel discussions about, you know, serious issues, serious topics related to masculinity, us as men. And just trying to do our part and making a difference by having open and honest conversations. So with the ending of the year, you know, we're going to try to do something different in terms of like transitioning the Manuscript into the 80th sessions, right? Which is pretty much still our live stream show, just incorporating some of the stuff Rob and I have been doing and us right here in the 80th have been doing, which is music. So we do have topics that we're going to discuss, as you can see the title. Yeah, so the title you see on the description is The Violence We Don't See. And if you read through the description, you'll see that most of our discussion today does have to do with just violence, domestic violence, and relationship issues in particular. So yeah, trigger warning for anyone. We might have a, we will talk about some stuff that might be triggering and difficult to hear. So just a heads up on that. But as Rob and I try to make it as digestible and easy. We laugh here. We try to have a good time in spite of talking about such difficult topics. So and then, like I said, man, tune in, man. We're gonna rock out the show. Starting with our discussion, and then towards the end we're going to get into some music. We're going to see how it inspires us, and then hopefully any guests we bring in. I didn't mention this to you, Rob, but I did forget this detail of like incorporating the music session with people we bring in. So again, remember I mentioned RBI, so right, maybe during the sound check music portion, you'll have to do with some mixing and maybe some maybe we put them on, like we just talk music stuff, or the next artist we bring, whether that's like,
it's gotta be Mayflowers, bro. The album's coming out soon.
For sure. So have Mayflowers perhaps during our sound check perform, remix one of the songs on the EP. If we get a painter up here, when we do our sound check, how does the discussion and the roundtable discussions of the day of the show inspire you to paint? Because hopefully, again, that creativity will help spark something in people. And so,
you know who's been still doing their thing with art? Shout out to Ryan Minder.
Oh yeah, man! Shout out to Ryan Minder, man.
City like that, man.
Oh, okay. He's not.
I don't know. I just don't know.
Okay.
But first artist I thought of right now.
Yeah, nah, he's dope artist too as well, man. Lyrically and also like drawing too. I seen his graphic design game has been sick. So, Rob, where do you want to? We're gonna start how we usually do. How feeling? How we feel. Yeah. So let's give some updates, perhaps. Give some updates about how we feel.
I don't know what wheel you're using, but I've been trying to, tap into this like feelings wheel 2.0.
Yeah.
Just to see what it got, because
it's a good segment, y'all. So typically we like to start off our shows with just checking in, man, before we get into some topics and fun. As always, we get into what's been going on with us and how we can how we feel, how we tapping into that.
Word. And it'd be difficult to do because it's not just I'm feeling good. Right? It's not just I'm feeling good.
As we usually hear. I appreciate that you was putting me onto that God challenge. It's so easy just to say that. Yeah, I'm good. Even like when I text you, I said tranquilo. Chilling. Yep. Where do I find that on the feelings wheel? So almost.
So to this day, man, I know that's something that I identify with. Try to correct myself as much as possible. I mean, I will say I do think I'm doing a lot better these days in naming a feeling rather than and trying to just communicate in that way with other people, just to see how it again affects communication, just to see how it affects how they communicate with me. And I could be better at it, I'll be honest. So with that,
look, I just right now I don't.
Yeah. So how you feeling, Rob? Give us two.
I don't feel mad, but I would say I am. I was critical called to me.
Critical. Discussion we had before getting on
but
here.
It's so interesting that is mad, and it's like where what. That's a thing that I don't allow myself to feel is mad about the situation.
Okay.
Right. I think that's an interesting thing because how do you look when you're angry? Right.
Well, do we always know?
Does I have to be angry?
Right. Well.
And do you know how to express that without it being technically violent as a man?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Still battling with how do we express that?
I'm tapping in now because I'm like, man, I am critical, and then I'm critical about the things going on around me.
Around you,
But I'd rather push myself from mad, and it's more subconscious that it's instantly, instead of being mad, you operate as if you're sad, right? Like I isolate myself, keep to myself. It's pretty interesting.
Well.
And I didn't come in here with that energy.
Well,
right?
Would you say you're coming in feel? No, for sure.
So that's what's it's so odd because I don't feel that, but I'm affected by affected by my environment.
You said critical, right?
Yeah.
And I identify with that feeling. That's a good word. Because I would say I'm feeling coming in today feeling that way too. But it makes sense though, because you came in and shared with me a story, which we'll get into in a bit, for our continued main discussion. Mm-hmm. So, and I would say you're critical. You were critical about that, like, as a story. So, sure. But I will get back to like the anger part. So, is it you were saying you want? Well, do you feel anything else aside from like the critical? Like, are you sitting with anything else?
No, I'm happy that I was saying that I want to work out, but I've been enjoying relaxing. I'm not gonna lie, I've been relaxing. I haven't, off air we were also talking about what we were saying now, revamping the manuscript, just kind of evolving it, as we're supposed to do with things we create over time.
Say that again.
love.
Oh, for real,
we're supposed to evolve with things over time, right? Nothing really stays the same, and you should always have your hand in the change. But change is scary, especially as I think what happens to us as Americans, we haven't felt like we're a part of the change. The change is always happening to us, so it's very easy to fall into that pattern of not using your power, right? But I've been finding a little bit of a balance of like, trying to love myself through that, right? Because there's a little sentence you said there that really was like a big sentence to me. You were like, because we're not all revolutionaries. And I was like, man, that's a big thing you said though. Because sometimes when you're seeing the world with the eyes that we're seeing, that we're trying to have people try to like, just change your scope a little bit, man. You're not changing who you are. Just look at it from this little angle. Sometimes when that could be overwhelming, especially when it doesn't feel like the world's seeing it that way. How long will it take? Would you live long to see it, right? You would just want to stop, shut your eyes, dream something, right? I could see without looking, right? It's almost like kind of living that life, but that's like you said, that's passive, man. It leads to a place where we're like, fuck it, because there are people who will fight. There was someone else who said, what was it? Was it Amanda Seals? She was like, y'all don't want to hear this, but Trump is a revolutionary. It's just not the revolution you want. And I was like, oh shit, word. It's not the one we want, right? And I was like, oh shit. So when you look at it that way and you're like, man, he really is a revolutionary, but you're not calling him that because we're kind of like holding the word hostage as if it has to mean something good for us and we're going to see it. But no, there's people who are he needs to see something clearly. His name
and want to see it change, right? Yeah, because revolution is about change, right?
And
flipping the order,
pushing it,
flipping.
And
okay, I never heard that, but I could see that.
It was trippy. I was like, oh shit.
Well, because I'm sure to the people that agree and with his philosophy, and I mean, it does seem like a huge shift is trying to be pushed, and so, I mean, isn't that?
Right? Like, he's like anti-hero, like.
Well, but every
anti-hero, what the fuck?
Well, going back to that comment, and I guess you're getting too far off already.
No, but we got
already getting into it. Well, I mean,
how does
look,
that make you feel?
I feel I've definitely been critical, man. So I identify with that. Definitely grateful. Still, I am grateful coming into this week. Like, spent it was my sister's birthday recently, so I got to spend time with the family. And it's always good, bro, getting time to do that. I do think there's more family I can visit. And yeah, so just feeling grateful, even though feeling very critical. Oh, and I guess the word, what I said, pessimistic.
You said
defeated.
Right.
Yeah. Right. I'm not trying to feel like that, but I did have a moment where I was feeling defeated. To what you were mentioning, right? How some folks can, we just want to close our eyes sometimes, man, and we try to imagine things changing, but we don't really want to be part of it. And going back to not everyone's a revolutionary in terms of there's big changes in our history that's happened, right? And there were literally people who fought in the front lines, and that might not be for all of us, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I would be okay with folks being like, I'm worried about what might happen to me, or I know shit is fucked up, but I don't see myself marching. I don't think I got it in me. I think, I would be okay with someone admitting that, because again, not everyone is going to be a good soldier. Some people are going to be in the front lines.
But you could just be good, right? Just be good.
And do your
That's
part,
our
bro.
thing,
Because there's
man.
plenty
You
of
might not
people
be a
in the
good
history
soldier,
books.
but be a good, or something. Be a good civilian, right?
Supporter of like the changes. If you know that it's fucked up and you know that there's people willing to fight for it, it might not be you, but if you agree and there's people that's willing to die for it, but even though you're not willing to die for it, like do your part, though, and helping. Don't just stand idly. I think if you know better, and all right, now I'm speaking to like general audiences and myself included, right? Like if we know this information, if we're digging deeper, if we're trying to see beyond the headlines, we're trying to see beyond the social media algorithm, if we're trying to seek some answers and then we find them and the answers lead us back to like there's certain people being oppressed and there's people who are being oppressed and there's people who are willing to fight those who are oppressing them, and they're fighting them to this day. There's people willing to get arrested, right? Like once you learn that,
Asada, man,
and Asada Shakur, man, that's right. So right, like her passing recently, and that's part of the reason why I've been thinking in this way too, man. Thinking about someone who really is a badass, man, and who really did something and that is imaginable. Yeah. And to not to get too into detail, but really fought for that freedom that we're all asking for, right? They fought for freedom, and they escaped the system that was trying to suppress her freedom.
Yeah, that's mind blowing to me, bro. Like.
You know what I'm saying?
Not even before
and
even before even her name became who she was. The incident that I learned recently, I didn't really know that it was like a whole shootout that happened. You know what I'm saying? The officer was killed, right? He shot in the head, bro. Like it was intense. Yeah. Like for imagine anyone involved, right? Even if you were the ER and you had to come in and all of this and is
see that.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody was involved for this. It's a visceral thing that you feel, right?
Yeah.
So
it's a lot.
wow.
And she was young.
And then you got captured because you also got shot, and then you escaped. Hey, boy, you read the prison breakout this?
Literally, dude. That's the shit they made movies about.
Bro,
so she wrote her autobiography, bro, and I'm finna read it. I've read. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. I did not read all of it, but I did start it before. Like, so I started reading it. I never got around to finishing it, and then her passing, I was like, nah, I'm bugging out by not reading her work. I mean, it sucks, obviously. Like, you know, I shouldn't have waited to this moment.
But don't let that stop you.
Right, because it's not too late. And I'm sure, again, based on
I've heard that before with Nipsey, because I fell in love with Nipsey and his words, and I was like, bro, that's not my man. Come on, man. No.
To your point, you're right. As long as we're carrying the message, right? Because I'm sure, you know, as our revolutionary ancestor, I guess she would say, nah, fuck it, nigga. You learned about me. You learned about me.
Fuck that.
Now do something with it.
Right.
Don't just learn about me and then that's it. Like, hooray. Like, do something about what you
respectfully,
learned.
There's a lot of roles to play in this world, and you choose yours. Don't let nobody else choose yours. Because there's the other role of somebody who knew Nipsey for mad long, and his passing affected them so much that they don't do nothing with it because it's traumatizing to them. And I would say, love to them. Like, everyone's not a revolutionary. Love to your story. Just be good, bro. I just want people to be good. That's it. You know what I mean?
Well, to change gears and get into our main topic, then, you know, because the people are not good.
They're not good, bro. They're not good.
Oh, damn. I didn't pull up the articles, but let's see.
They're not good. We so much, bro. So much. Things are not good. And it's not even just in America. Right. Like, it's... My goodness.
So I'm about to pull up this article that Rob put me on to recently.
So shout out to a positive outcome to such a this is a tragic. This is still ongoing. These things happen out here, man. Like a woman named Mika from Maryland. Shout out to her. I'm sure if you don't know by now, man, it's all over the news. It's been like a few days. She went to a trip in Tunisia, Africa, with one of her best friends.
Build a website you love.
No, you're good.
With Wix.
Long story short, she was basically about to be trafficked, man. God bless. We don't know what was gonna happen to her, but she has a full story. I won't go into it on my own. If we can, you know, I could go into it on my own, the whole thing. I'll be honest, but I remember I was like, what? I was trying to figure out if I was in her shoes, man. Like, what was the moment? Like, why? Like, yo, it was so much analyzing what be going through my mind, bro. Because I wasn't supposed to be alive. She wasn't supposed to be there, bro. Like, She went out to drink with her best friend. She comes back. She says she always does this, that she doesn't really party that much, right? So she always goes out and ends up going home earlier. Goes home earlier. Doesn't have her key for some reason. That's the first thing that I was thinking of. Like, did that save her life? I'm trying to figure out, like, yo, because everything happens for a reason. It's like, yo, what? You know what I mean? You never know. Oh, what if she forgot her key? She was supposed to have her key. Or what if they had her key, right? And this is what saved her. She doesn't have her key, goes to the front desk. They give her a key. She goes up, forgets that she doesn't have tissue, comes back down, and asks to have tissue sent to her room. And that's the last thing she remembers. Next thing she remembers, she wakes up in a van and she's fighting for her life, punching this guy. She gets out, runs towards the light. She's just blurry. Finds a car and then tells them to take her. So it was very, very interesting story, bro. I was just in my head like, what the fuck? And then she has clips of little footages of like her saying like, look, I'm now, right? How friend was asking about her, but they said that they didn't know. The hotel wasn't trying to help. Apparently they were just kind of like, like I think she met somebody. I saw her, she met somebody and left. And her friends like, how could she meet somebody? She don't even know, they don't even know English out here. Like what? A lot, bro.
Yeah. So how did you learn about this story?
She was drugged and kidnapped on vacation in Africa and barely escaped with her life.
She's just gotten home and tonight she shares her story with Bob Barner.
Yeah, bro.
Don't know what happened to me.
This is the word.
Just know I was trying to fight. I was fighting for my life. A grown-ass man. I was fighting for my life. You know what I'm saying?
We met best friends Mika and Queen at Mika's home in Montgomery County. They just got home Tuesday from what was supposed to be another one of their adventurous week-long vacations, this time to Tunisia. That's in northern Africa.
It was traumatizing. Like even here, like now, like she got her own house, I got my own place. We stayed together. Like we still scared because it's like, I don't even know what happened. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if y'all...
Mika says this past Saturday night, after returning from a club, she was drugged and kidnapped from her hotel after going to the lobby to get some tissues.
Oh, man,
the
that's
next thing I remember, I'm in the back of a car. And I just start opening doors. I start panicking. I'm opening doors. I'm trying to get out.
She says a man was behind the wheel.
He's trying to pull me back in the car.
That cut to the white man, though.
Yeah, I don't.
That's where these scratches from. He punching me all right here. I don't know if he
I'm sorry, I don't know his name. That was just.
But I kept fighting. It was nothing. It had to be angels or something with me for me to. It's a grown man. He's punching me in my face, on my forehead, and both of my eyes. He's punching me. So I'm like. I just kept thinking I gotta get back home to my kids. Like I just gotta get back home to my kids. Bro. So I just kept fighting.
She had like a baby that's not even like 2.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
But
in the
so you said you came.
It just came upon my because this is what I was saying, right? Like I was saying off the air that I am a little. I feel like your algorithm speaks to what you're calling for, right? So. I had to ask myself, like, yeah, why is this happening, right? Because sometimes I get the, like news, like something like, oh shit, and then sometimes I get like the ratchet, like bullshit of like a lot of young teenagers like fighting on school grounds and shit like that, right? And I was like, man, I really do look at these videos because I'm trying to like, I don't find myself in those heated situations, and a lot of the times I'm very grateful for that. I know I don't put myself there, but when I'm like looking at the video, I'm trying to see like. If I was there, like, man, like, like, how could I help? Yeah. If there's any help, who's helping? Yeah, I'm looking at the situation, right? So I watch it a few times and look around and see what happened. Like, just like a few minutes ago, I was looking at a video where it just looked like the person who ends up hitting a woman. In the beginning of the video is not even in the issue, and I'm just watching shit like that. Like, what the fuck is it? Like, what is sparking these? Visceral reactions to just blow, like, because like I told you, I don't get that, like, right, like, and I've been pushed to the point where, like, for me, I guess it is like I was saying to you, it is fight or flight.
In terms of like,
in terms of just like with sometimes the human psyche, right, like what you're gonna do about a situation. right? It really does come down to fight or flight and many things.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
or bad.
to our instinctual, I think. Oh, that's my glasses. To what our instincts are, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the violence that we're seeing in terms of our topic, right, which is DV, and so this case
Right.
has to do with a little bit of DV in terms of like violence against women that I think is obviously global. You know, it's not like a problem that we just have here in America, and it's sad to see. You know, I think reading this story for the first time, it just reminds me of like, you know, other stories of women who travel. And I mean, it's already a thing, right? Women, you know, have a hard time traveling solo, let alone just them and a friend, typically because of these things. They're vulnerable to things like kidnapping, for sex trafficking, or human labor, right? They're brought off as labor slaves, and it is unfortunate to see that story play out. Because I think there's other stories. Again, what shocked me was this one with the Bronx. There's the Bronx man recently who was accused. Well, I don't know why it says accused, but he was accused of fatally stabbing his wife and blaming the intruders. But he got caught. So this happened in the Bronx. When this was this is old, but it happened recently, man. This is not. When was this? This is the old news, but this is not the old one I'm talking about. Was it this one? Is this one right here?
Oh yeah. This is the one. Yep.
This is the one right here.
Yeah, because you were saying Pelham Bay. That other one wasn't about Pelham.
Yeah. It says I can't read the daily news.
They be on that. They be on that. You have to scroll before that pop-up comes.
Jesus Lord. But man, I was trying to read
Ain't they funny?
that.
Ain't they funny?
Yeah, they got me.
Fuck newspapers, man.
But hold on. They got a... Isn't there a...
Like, we can't find the news somewhere else.
Isn't this... Damn, there's a website where you could look at... whatever, I'm not going to do that now. But anyway...
Crime and public safety. We can't read up on that.
There was a story. Let me just copy and paste this then, I guess, into Google. See
yeah, but it was putting me onto a stabbing that happened in Pelham Bay Park, man. That it was apparently.
There you go. This happened a week ago.
They call it these are crimes of passion.
No, they called it straight up murder. They used to call it crimes of passion when we didn't know what partner violence is. But yeah, it says a man. He is a 30-year-old girlfriend, bro. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? She's young, dog. She's young. Just reached her adulthood. That was in Pelham Bay. So, you know, seeing stories like this is like it's around us, man. You know, because unfortunately, the numbers are what they are. And I think to highlight that, let me see. I'm not sure if there's any. I haven't checked if they've done a story on it yet, but there should have been. With the Brides March, we talked about this last time we got on. We gave it a shout out. We was able to go.
Yeah, shout out to the T-shirt.
Look already. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to show Rob something else, and look what pops up. As we're even looking. If you're looking, it's all the time, man. Unfortunately, and this could scare women. And look, it is scary out there, and I also think that it's worth all of us being safe and learning how to protect ourselves, man. Because I think, you know, men are violent to men and women. You know, so we do have to keep ourselves safe in many ways. And again, having these conversations or bringing these things to light, because this can't keep happening, man. When you think about what possesses a man to randomly do something like this, it's like there's something in our society that we could at least say excuses this. You know, people make fun of rape. People don't believe rape victims at all. And this is stuff we talked about on here. Why can't I hit the search bar? Isn't this a search bar up here?
Damn, that sucks, man. Inside the building is tragic.
You know, well, okay, so is there a story on it?
Anyway, it's tragic, but man.
So woman was raped and robbed inside of her Bronx building.
Inside your own
and
fucking
12's Natalie
building.
Hernandez is
that
at
was
the Special Victims Unit,
today, bro.
where police have a person in custody, Natalie.
Oh my God.
Amanda, police just walked out of the Bronx Special Victims Unit with 21-year-old Kenneth Cirabo. Now he's facing rape and other charges. Let's get straight to that video showing the moments he was walked out by detectives, not saying a word. Sources say Cirabo may have lived in the same building as the victim at one point, but his last known address was in New Jersey, where he does have a criminal record. He's also charged with robbery, strangulation, assault, and sexual abuse.
Damn,
police say the two were not known to each other, and in a video released by police, he's seen running down the stairs and pulling up his pants. It's still unclear if that was before or after the attack. Police say the assaults happened around 5 a.m. Sunday near East Gun Hill Road and Putnam Place. A 36-year-old woman was grabbed by the neck, sexually assaulted, and robbed of cash. The victim was taken to North Central Bronx Hospital and is expected to be okay.
Yeah, so
physically.
This is obviously
I spoke to a woman who runs a daycare next door, and she says incidents like this shake the community, and she's been on high alert ever since.
We got a very
we're
big
told that arrest happened
gap
after someone
going
called
on
in
here.
a tip, recognizing that suspect.
A very big knowledge gap.
Whoa.
Very big gap. You know?
It's also unfortunate because it seems to be like that kind of violence is, unfortunately, sexual assault and rape. Last time I seen it says it down here. I don't know why that's not showing up, but it seems like Bronx rape cases, according to this, have been up actually a couple of percentages. So that's actually not good. And I mean, it's also not surprising, Rob. Like, I'm again not trying to be defeatist, but
no. I hear you. But the conversation's going around. You're right.
Is also just people, man, are losing their fucking marbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one wants to do anything about what's happening. People just want to laugh, bro. You know what I'm saying? People just want to laugh and pass things off as like, oh, that's just the world today. What are we gonna do? We can't. What, she got raped? What are you gonna do about it? You gonna be a hero now? Like, all of a sudden,
I want to throw this your way too, because I find it very interesting that no matter where you turn, even if again, speaking on algorithms, it didn't show me that. Right. But why it's no surprise is because
it just happened today. They just reported today.
Gang. But in general, I'm not really seeing this person was raped. I'm seeing violence, but I'm not seeing like that, right? But I ask myself, like, right, when you say is it surprising, and it's not, because what I am seeing on my algorithm is shit like the percentages of like men are not having as much sex, and there should be sex, like we demand sex, like it was centered around sex. Yeah. Right? It's not centered around the reflection of how you treat sex, right? Or even the reflection of like, well, maybe you're not getting sex because, right? There's a reason. It's not just you don't get sex, right? Or I haven't been hugged. Maybe you're not a huggable person. Maybe you're not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Like, you know, like reflect. It's not like you're, again, the control thing. Privilege. I'm owed this, right? And it's very insensitive to look at that, like, man, and really still think like, you don't think I want to have more sex, right? But you think I'm gonna have that conversation now and make it a thing now when I see that? Look at what my gender does when they don't have sex. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go and you rape people, bro. Yeah. That's fucking terrible. Like, sex is not what we. Yeah.
Well, it speaks to a big problem.
Other issues, intimacy issues, like.
Yeah.
You know
well, we have like socialization issues. I would add
100%.
to that because it's what's being put out there. So if it's part of the algorithm, then you're not the only one consuming it, right? It's obviously millions of other people viewing
and they're consuming it very differently.
And it's just little sound bites. You know what I'm saying? Just so I do think, I think people are socialized to not care. Again, is a lack of empathy. I mean, someone recently was just praised for their thoughts on empathy, but it's a real sad thing to see people really care less and people really be on our, again, I'm just still these days reflecting on it, because again, stepping outside for a bit and also just reflecting on like, what am I doing? And then seeing these cases that feel so, everything seems insurmountable, like, but we're also, that is the point, you know, is to get us desensitized to the point where we say, well, I'm just little old me, what can I do? But again, I think it's important to go a long way. It being Domestic Violence Awareness Month, like in October, I think there's a lot we can do to not see these things anymore. You know, somewhere along this line, this 21-year-old young man learned that if you're angry at the world, and let's say it has to do with anger, because this is overly simplifying the problem, but let's say he was, that he chose to, but that's what he chose to do with his whatever it was going on inside him, is to take it out on a woman, and to do something again, because it you know, rape, even though it's sexual assault and the word sex is in a term, like it's not about sex the way we think about it, as far as its deep connection, as far as two humans trying to do it for reproduction purposes, right? Like
it's a control thing.
It's a tool, you know. I'm using my body part as a weapon, and to violate you in the most like vulnerable way, because now I'm using your body as well. So that's why it's, you know, rape is a tricky, it's so complex, but also sucks as a problem that we have. as a society that people choose that behavior, you know, and especially men. But then again, I see it as like, you know, these things that we get taught, man. We get caught in these algorithms, and now more than ever, I think we're being more brainwashed, you know, to believe these nasty things that men are supposedly about, you know, and what men are supposed to do, right? So stuff like that kind of content, right, of like men asking for feeling like they need sex or demanding sex, and why are they white, like that seeps into the young minds of other little kids and other young men who are gonna think, well, if my 14-year-old girlfriend isn't giving me sex, then I can act out in these ways, because this is what I'm seeing. You know, you're having real life conversation, then you tune onto the phone and it's 24/7 content, just right, like, and it's all just, even though you're swiping through some good stuff, probably there seeps it in that one man talking about like every man should always get a couple things from his wife. It should be sex, it should be love, and it should be the plate of food once you come in home, like, you know. And that's why people want to get rid of podcast mics, like, nah, man, it's just too much people are saying things. And here's another thing though, Rob, like, again, where my part is like noticing, just because having the opportunity to like step back into what role we can take as men, right? Reflecting on like, what can I really do? Like, and participating in something like the Brides March, which is a march here in New York City, aimed at raising awareness on domestic violence.
It's every year on the 26th.
Every year on the 26th of September. Every year, rain, sleet, snow. It doesn't matter if it's on a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Whatever the 26th falls on, that's when the march is gonna happen. And you know, just seeing, I think what inspired me again was just seeing young men. I got to meet this young man who, like, I don't know, he must have been 20 years old, maybe 19, and he just like was really enthused about the march. He was like getting people to chant, and like he at some point took off his shirt, and I thought that was symbolic in a weird way, but not really. It was just him being himself, and like he carried the signs. He was carrying the signs like this that said like no more violence against women, or domestic violence got to go, and he just had this energy about him, like that felt also genuine. Like he wasn't, because I was asking like, oh, who you came here with, and he didn't come with nobody, bro. He said he spoke to somebody, stumbled upon it, had like a long conversation, and felt moved to join the march, bro. And he was like, he knew people, he was shaking people's hands, he was talking to other people, and I thought he was with them, man. Nah, and then it was like, nah, he came by himself. And then I saw, because he dipped out at some point in the parade, which I didn't get his number. I do feel bad. I didn't get the young man's number.
You know his first name?
Carlos got his number. I can't remember, bro. I'm back up people. Carlos got his number as well. Shout out to you, man. The young man with long hair, like long hair, slim build. He actually looked a little cut up. Actually, he took his shirt off. The kid was a little cut up. But it was cool to see, and I was just like, look, just the little part that you can do, bro. The little part, because I think it made. It's
interesting because he didn't really do that. He just followed what already was happening, which is beautiful. Like,
and that's what I'm saying, because every day
somebody just said something to me, and I said,
and it inspired him. That morning, it inspired.
Very cool.
Because that's happening all the time. Then I'm remembering, bro, there's people doing something about these issues every day. We on here on the Manuscript, entering this YouTube space, digital space, and we're having these conversations, but people in real life are like planning their days to do something about these issues that we're talking about. I mean, it is our privilege and an honor to be able to have this technology and bring this to people so that they can use and they can learn from, you know, and using our power in that way. But yeah, man, just kind of like having to keep it going, because, you know, we know these issues are tough, man. We just showed 2 stories, one on women, violence against women, and it's happening all around. But I think it is our it's funny that the title was like the violence we don't see, but it's a play on it, man, because it's violence everywhere, but it's more like a choice.
Right.
I think there are a lot of us who are choosing not to see it, and certainly choosing to kind of back out, man.
I do respect that. That's been circulating a lot. People have been saying that complacency is a choice, right? Like, your silence is a choice. And I was like, yeah, that message needs to be spread out, because that message, even, you know, man, guys, we really have to get used to like really seeing each other in each other, like, you know what I mean, like, because there's nothing that I hear out there that I don't really apply to myself, that I'm like, you know, just in the smallest grain of salt, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to make sure you don't turn into you know, we're all human, right? Like the homeless person. I'm not homeless, I have a job, but I'm a few, right? Like people be saying you're just a few paychecks away from being homeless. Like, so really start seeing that and see the humanity in people, bro. Like, and everything of like, even when we're correcting people and you're not a murderer, but like, oh, but you've had anger issues, right? Like, or if you've wanted, or if you spoke like, oh man, the world is better off if that person just dies. Like, that's a heavy thing to say, right? Like, yeah, I mean, like, we should always just be checking ourselves in every level of it, man, so we could all just help each other, because I think there's a fear of that. I think there's a fear of the reflection and really seeing yourself as the monster, not that you are, but the monster you could be. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's a bad side to all of us, and I'm guilty of, like, when I'm not in my best, right? That I don't want people to see that I'm not in my best. I'm not danger to anyone, but that is a danger to me, because I keep myself from people that just want to see you. They don't care if you're at your best or at your worst, right? I just want to see you. And then for me, I had to see that I'm not a danger to anyone except for myself, because I'm a social. I feel like I was born to not, you know, to be social, right? So in my worst self, you are creating your own little fucking torture, your own little Twilight Zone.
Yeah, no, that's a fact, man. That's
very weird.
Fact. That's a fact.
I recommend that people just start, like, when, you know, correcting yourselves, man, is very, very, very important, to just kind of be not your worst critic, but be your, and if you're not that, because maybe you are the problem, right? We were talking off air. I think some people just don't even think that they have anything to fucking fix. Right? You know what I'm saying? They don't look at themselves like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's not my problem. That was their problem. No, they did this. So I can't stand this. There's so many things you can't stand that other people do, but you never look at what you do, how you affect others, and, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. And that'd be the problem. Look, I think we have...
That's violent. That's the violence we don't see. Yeah.
Which, yeah, bro, I'm still trying to figure it out, because some of it does leave me speechless sometimes. Facts. And at the same time, I'll just try to be like, use what you have in front of you, man. You have enough tools, and I think I've had like enough experiences and moments to see what's in front of me. And again, digging into some of the people that are doing something. So shout out to show them the shirt, Rob, if you can, real quick.
Shout out to 100 Man Rising,
Carlos Rosario, man, who is also a platform. So that's a Bryce Bar merch right there, which is good. A call to man, Safe Horizon, Forever Young. Shout out to all the sponsors, Rising Ground, the rap program, of course, who are programs in the city who are doing their work and their best to raise issue to domestic violence and gender-based violence and intimate partner violence, not just for you know, who we think are just survivors, women, but for men too. So 100 Men Rising is a platform trying to raise awareness and do really innovative work for men as well, Rob. I got to chop it up with Carlos about some of the ideas and things he's been working on, and he actually shared with me some men circles who he've come across that they're doing some like really cool stuff to help men kind of push past the discomfort around being accountable, especially when they fuck up, and how to also, you know, dig into their vulnerability. So it's pretty dope, man. There are people doing some things about it. I think we should all, in addition to what like Rob suggested, I would add that just, you know, like baby step, man, baby step. I think if you don't want to be part of the solution, it's okay, but help those who are helping the solution. I don't think that the world needs like naysayers, basically, you know, Debbie Downers. I think folks who are passionate about certain issues, I think you should work with them. And if you don't have nothing to say, then don't be a Debbie Downer, and just let them know that you don't have much information. Because again, man, I know that's something I will tell you, man. I'm having a hard time, Rob, man. I'm really reflecting.
There's only so much you can say, right, before you're repeating yourself.
But just even trying to be honest with myself about what that does for my energy. Because then I feel like a walking contradiction, you know, when I'm in conversations and I don't believe that the folks I'm in conversation with are genuinely trying to do something about the issues I'm passionate about, you know, because then that's wasting my time, you know. And otherwise, would I normally do that, right? Like, if I'm playing ball, we're supposed to play ball together, and you're never passing the ball to me, I'm not gonna be playing with you.
Yeah.
So
you
like,
said, damn, we friends, but damn, like,
you're not even passing
why
the
am
ball.
I here?
Yeah. So if we're having a conversation, I'm passing the ball to you. Like, yo, yeah, what about this idea?
I get
and you're like, nah, bro. Like, that's what we doing.
Why?
Why? Just bro, you good, bro.
Yeah.
Like, bro, but like, let me try to take a shot. Let me, and it's like, nah. But, so
interesting. That's an interesting analogy.
It's like it's just. Well, because I'm trying to reflect on, like, because again, I am trying to get to a better place. And I know I've been coming here saying I'm grateful, but then it's always like some underlying stressful sort of feeling that I'm still carrying, And it has to do a lot with the concern about where are we going as a society. And like me seeing these things around me and then feeling that hopelessness or the impotency of like, what am I really, who am I, And so going back to the Brides March again, it's just reminding me that like you go out in community, or if you see a protest or something, inquire. Don't just walk by and like, oh, I guess some people are marching over there. Like if you really are somebody that is aware of the social issues, if you have conversations with folks about things that should change in our society, then do it. I don't blame the person that like is literally not looking at any sort of politics. Like if you're somebody who literally has no political background, you're not even into conspiracy theories, then I would understand why you could see a march and just walk right by it and not even care to inquire. My gripes are with folks who could pick a side and then choose not to. Who you could pick a side because but you're choosing with like, well, that's just how life is. Or we could do a little bit better to be a little bit more eco-friendly. Well, you always order from Amazon, so like, well, what are we gonna do? What's the deal? Like, dude, so are you gonna?
I got family like that.
You feel me?
Robert, come on, stop playing like you don't order from Amazon. I'm like, I don't order from Amazon. I'm not judging you, but I don't. Oh, Robert, like you don't litter. I don't litter. I don't.
And sometimes people are so complacent, they don't realize that there are folks who don't.
It's like I'm not.
Yeah. But folks are so complacent that. And it's hard. Again, it's hard. I know we have our moments. Listen, I have my moments
we're not trying to be perfect,
but
it's like, damn.
But there's also a difference between like, I'm not trying to order from Amazon every day. Like there's people that do it every day.
If they told me,
it would go a long way if we just,
of course,
reduced even if
I would litter tomorrow if they told me domestic violence would stop if I start littering. I throw all my shit out.
He said everything.
You understand?
This hat right now. You want this hat?
Also, you gotta we're aware of like, what the battle is here. It's like, well, come on, like, what I mean? It doesn't hold a candle. I'm talking about littering versus actually fucking punching your partner, somebody you love.
Hey,
I find that so stupid.
But come on, Rob.
If I even challenge men, I would be like, that's gay. How about since when Dame Dash want to be like, I challenge your manhood, right? I challenge your manhood. How do you lay up with a woman, love a woman, and beat the shit out of that same woman? And in your mind, it's supposed to make sense that you get some sort of love out of that? You think I'm gonna spit in my mom's face and think that she's gonna cook me food tomorrow and not do anything about that's like that for me? That's disrespect. That's disrespectful. It's
going somewhere deep though, Rob.
Yeah, let's deep dive, baby. Let's deep dive.
Well, we do have to get to our sound check portion in a section. What I'm saying? Trying to be more timely with this. It's a deep dive because like parents do it to their kids. How many parents don't whip their kids' asses and then still make them lunch the next day? Here, Poppy, it's okay. Here's your breakfast.
Shout out to you, Mama.
Even though you just whip my ass, So when I say it goes deeper, it's because again, it is a learned behavior. Whether it's your mom doing it to your dad, passing it on, but we do live in a society where we make way for these kinds of behaviors to just exist. And instead of calling it out, because how can I tell the dude who does do that to his wife, but then I won't correct a parent who's doing it to their child? So I'll try to talk to a man about yo, dude, so that's not cool, man. I understand you like bought her a nice car because she needed a car for work, but the day before, you just literally cursed her out and made her cry and said, I don't give a fuck that you're crying. But then again, and not get mad at the parent who whips their kid's ass, and then next thing you know, it's all lovey-dovey and trying to give them everything and soothe it. Here, I know you wanted this, here. We got to call it out, man, because that kind of cyclical, abusive type of behavior really is at the root of the problem, And I think that's why I always try to say it as much as possible. And I know it can feel uncomfortable when I say certain things like that to people, but it's I'm just trying to name the root of the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's in the behavior. I'm trying to stay more conscious about being naming people. Oh, that's a motherfucker. That's the asshole. It's the abusive behavior. You know what I'm saying? This person is behaving in an abusive way, and I try to lean with that first and highlight that it is that. You know what I'm saying? And then because these behaviors come from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Someone don't just really wake up. Again, as humans, we're social fucking animals. I mean, you just take a baby. What does a baby, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying?
I love those videos.
So it's a learned behavior. So that's why we have that issue, and that's why every little thing does count. I was actually gonna say, which maybe is too much of a, deep thinking, but
we can hold on.
Picking litter, like choosing to not pick litter, but like to not litter and to be clean with your environment outside of your own home, bro. I don't know. There's a part of me that does think that will go a long way to even fixing violence, bro. Because a clean space is a clean mind. I mean, a cluttered space clutters the mind.
Yeah, man.
So the physical environment, I do think will go a long way, bro, into helping people make better decisions around their behavior.
Right.
So a clean space, you might think it twice. Or maybe the person who's leaning towards, you're walking down that wrong path, might not. If their environment is breathing something different.
Right.
But if here you're going through a bad place, you walk outside your door and...
Good point. No, good point.
How is the energy on the outside also reflecting upon the energy inside here? So
good point.
I do want to take that deep because, bro, I would want people to listen to this. And please, if you are the person, listen, I've been there. I used to eat McDonald's, bro, and just throw the wrapper literally from wherever I was. If I was done with that fries, I'd throw it. How many water bottles I done drank and just flipped, like, without twice thinking. Or how many times I purposely knew I was littering and fucking just threw gum or threw whatever on the floor. So it's possible to move from that place to now being the person that I hold on to the garbage until I see one. Or at least a place where the garbage is supposed to go. Or I'll keep it in my car. My mom was barking at me the other day. She saw my car. She was trying to make a slick comment about a car being dirty, which, okay, it was messy. She was like, you got by. I was like, yo, I didn't find a garbage. Had I found a garbage, I would have thrown all this out. So, yo, I kept it in my car, man. What do you want me to do? I was so like, I did want to clean. I did.
That passive aggressive shit.
Yeah. Being mad sarcastic. Picking up mad little tissues.
Just pick it up and throw it away then.
I was trying to. I was trying to. Had I seen the garbage, my mom was killing me, but.
I laugh at that. See, what I took from that generation that I think people appreciate about me, that sees like I would just help clean. I don't have to make the comment, the passive aggressive or the other, every other little thing around that I might not necessarily like, because I've learned that sometimes when I say things, it's not always like I'm not watering the seed. Like whatever your experience was, could hear that and take that as something else. Right, because I could be like, even if I saw it, I'd be like, damn, bro, what's up? You haven't seen a garbage for years, right? But that's just to be funny. But because you have an experience of all this, I maybe shamed you. I didn't mean to, right? So I've learned to not even say things and just follow the gut of like, I just like cleaning, so I'm just gonna start doing that. Yeah, my fault. I'm just gonna grab this. I see the garbage over there. I'm just take it, and then I usually would hear, oh, damn, bro, you don't have to do that. Thank you. And that's it. Just walk away. That's it. Just do it. Right, I took from that generation just the action, but they do a lot of extra shit. Right? Oh my god.
It comes with the comments.
It can't come without a comment. But then the problem with that for me is because it's like, see, what I challenge them is are you genuine though? Because it seems like it comes with the comment because you don't want to have to do this again, but you didn't have to ever do it anyway. Yeah. That's my problem with that.
Yeah. And right? But I do think a lot of us still suffer from the have-tos.
You
know what I'm saying? What I have
I've seen that generation feel like they got to say something.
Well, don't you think our generation suffers from that, though? Well, I think
because we're only human. Because we're only human.
From the have-tos.
Yeah. In a different way.
Yeah. In a different way. For sure.
Try not to, very,
From the have-tos.
That's the beauty of, like, I think this... what God has given us, because we're all just the same, but just coming through different generations, and it's kind of just very like vital, like life, like it's just very much like this.
Oh yeah.
And
I wouldn't doubt it.
If we could find a beautiful balance of what we've seen throughout centuries, what holds true, then I think that's where we, find a nice commonality, a nice string, right? Like,
which I think that's where spirituality is beautiful, because I mean, I gotta imagine that our ancestors as humans, who lived here thousands of years ago, had, I wouldn't doubt it if they were going through these issues just in their own,
without as much, right? Not
yeah.
Without as much as all it is that we got now.
Yeah. It's a lot. We got a lot.
Yeah, we got a lot. Oh my God, we got a lot.
So with that being said, I know we're at
speaking of, because we got a lot. The ADF got a lot. Yeah.
So we're trying this new thing, closing out the show, as I said, with some beat making. So we do have we're at 103. So we still have, technically, we're trying to keep our 1 hour and a half mark. That means we're trying to cook up something within 20 something minutes, 25 minutes, which I don't mind. So I could start flipping this over, trying to get us
take off the cameras
ready. Let me see what this looks like. I'll put this on for now. We might need, I don't know if we're gonna need the camera. Let's see.
Hold on.
We can leave it on for now just in case, but that could work. But we're gonna transition real quick while I set this up. Again, it's the 80th man, Rob Hegan, ALBY BEATZ.
Thank you, Mr. Hegan.
and being honest in a way. So we're back, but we definitely got into some conversations about relationships and just challenges.
Yeah.
Well, but to that point,
Such a different,
I think people, you know, people do what they can with the relationships, but in those relationships is obviously like a lot of communication and trust, you know what I'm saying? And
for sure.
That's really what it is. It's really what you choose for it to be, but I definitely am not in the mindset that, like, you know, I think it would be unrealistic, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, for me, for sure, somebody's gonna get tight. Nah, yeah, for sure. Watch out.
He said, for me, for sure.
Yeah, that was jump rope. Yeah, for me, for sure. Nah, because I just see like there'll be a day where I like choose myself and I'm like don't even talk to none of them, and then one of them is tight. Like, oh, so but you had who up first? Yeah, I'm not, man. Yeah.
Let's not do that, please.
Yeah.
It's funny I said that to you, but I also meant that to this. But
No. That was a triple entendre.
Yeah.
That was to the story too.
Also, I should have tested the sound to see, make sure we're still working. We're still good. That seems to be pretty good.
What, you think the beat could be too loud?
Well, I'm checking here. See if it.
Gang.
It's hitting red right there, which is not good. I don't want it to hit red, but
there we go. Hey. Yeah.
Then you have that. All right, so we talked about a lot, man. Definitely domestic violence. It definitely would not be that sound. That's too hip hop ish.
Yeah.
But let me see if I start with something. Oh. See what I want to start with. Because we could just make it a little simpler. Oh. Not simple, but this word. I also trying to go to sound. Rob's on the piano. Let me see what I do. I'm gonna try to figure out one of these pianos.
I feel like I'm doing like a that's a Puerto Rican national anthem. I forgot what they said at the end.
There's one thing I do want to try. Oh wow, is that the anthem?
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. La tierra de morir, donde nacido yo.
Alright, so here's what we could do. How about we let's try to get a drum break going. Right? Because I think a drum break would allow us to. We don't have a drummer in the house. I'm not trying to drum right now.
Shout out to the drummers on the live streams. I see you, Kai. Kai with a whole drummer. I'm like, where's Travis Barker at? The most legendary drummer I know.
Let me see what we got.
That boy need to get on that live.
He used to actually do a lot more videos, I think.
I think so too.
Right? Like that he used to post of himself, like either going crazy on a remix or some shit.
Yeah, he did.
I'm not seeing that as much, but
well, I think he had a whole child with Courtney. Had a whole child with Courtney. Had to dash, don't record me. Had a whole child with Courtney. All of those sound fire to me. Ugh. Push. Ugh. I think that one that says Stitches, that's the one that had like the, it had like a, yeah, it had like the grainy. No. I just like the grainy effect.
Do you like
but it's too slow. I don't like it. Okay. Old school. I came with a. I came with a. I came with a. I came with. Look, yeah. I came with a dollar in my right hand, the whole pen in my left. I see these papers and they wonder where I went. I see them up on my knees, Jesus. Talk about the sin up in the world, Jesus. What it is, what you expect? Yeah, if I'm supposed to work here for a check, you better make it $25 an hour bet. I'ma do this whole shit right, no disrespect. Yeah, do it for the set. Yeah, and my breath. Yeah. That's fine. So we could maybe make the song centered around the energy of the episode, huh? Yeah. Better watch, yo. What do you think about what we were talking about? Shorty at the hook. Better watch your back. Well, I was saying, vacation. Look, how about look, going out on a vacation just to feel like these niggas been waiting, trying to catch my eyes, patient state, trying to go from station, trying to find some peace of mind, hit the station. Yeah, imagine me being a shorty from Maryland and the good mood and then I ain't married then, about to go lose my life, I ain't even get married yet. Damn, what is this world gonna do to me? What can this world provide me? Yeah, this world getting scary, providing me with shit that leaves me very, yeah, in the cycle of the Jerry. Yeah, how happened? I must have, yeah, I must have. Trying to help my way.
So I came out like that, like a little like thing, because I put this quan size, but I could do it again. But...
See, I thought you was getting crazy. I said, I think I mean, some of these you're gonna have to delete, but he's going for it. He's getting different. I was like, hey,
well, I was trying to get it to. See, I could just slide it over. That's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna slide some of these notes over. See how I went. That's a little too stiff. It needs to be breathing. I forgot what they call that when the piano does that. The ring. See, I know came in way too early.
Yeah, and I don't hate it though, but yeah, it was too early.
Oh, that's gonna sound so different though, too, right?
like the splashes though. That splash could go, yeah, word. But it's nice. It's nice sound to it. You know, because again, pertaining to the topics that we were talking about, bro, it gives messy. It was very messy. You know, we're talking about abduction, like Shorty was taken. You know, it's like it gives messy. It gives reckless. It gives.
That was messy. That's right.
No, it's bad. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it gets me broken. Like it's out of sync. Something ain't right. You know, it's good. Yeah.
I'm gonna keep the last part out.
That was interesting.
Yeah,
you didn't even get to that yet, did you?
No,
But it came out
that's
really
towards
well.
the end. That's like the.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just it.
It was a 2 up there. That came in strong. It's an ugly world. What do I look like? What do I look like? Something about the bop of this is. You picked the right drum pattern too for that. You think a little harp would be the.
A harp?
A harp would be a nice instrument, but probably towards the very end to counteract the fact that this feels so nasty. Oh shit.
That's it. We have a beat, y'all.
And just like that, we hit you with a New York minute. Yeah. That New York minute.
Maybe I could just take the bass from it.
Yeah. Just like that, hit you with the feel. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Because you see those horns. It was those horns that were bothering you, right?
But hey, man, it can't be a New York minute if you don't have horns.
It's so
man.
specific. It's so
You
true.
have the
It's so true.
You feel me? That makes me go crazy. A little bit of bells and whistles right here. We'll do that right here.
That sounds like John Legend keys.
I mean, shit, with everything we've been talking
Gotta
about.
take it to church. Yeah, take it to the shit works. Take him to church. Give him something that really works. Hey, yeah, take him to church. Keep him off the dark streets. Yeah, take him to church. Give him a couple dark beats. Yeah, show him, give him some shit to go and put they psyche on. Go and give him some shit to go and put them Nike on. Checks to 23, the shit that, yeah, I'm on that same shit that might be on. The cut, the cone, the cut, something red in it. Shit right here, Streets right here, ain't for good. wait, you didn't like? Oh,
well, no,
okay,
I liked it,
holding
but
it off just to see.
Switch it off, yeah.
Okay, right, good, they're not the same shit. Right. Oh, I got the key. Oh, I got a mute too. That's a nice sound with that.
That song actually sounds good. Hold on,
don't forget it.
Well, because I want to export the piano sound real quick with the main chords. So before I fuck anything else up. That's all right. Don't mess anything else up, dude. All right, pattern 1. So let's go with pattern 2, I guess. All right. As we close this out.
Yeah. Yo, That's fire. There's some shit for y'all to play when y'all in those dark moments and y'all feel like shit ain't safe. Put this on and get gritty with it. Get angry. This beat is the answer.
Thank you, Mr. Hegan.
You put this on and you ball up your fists. What they say, like what's that meme where I'm just a cool guy and he got his like hands balled up or some shit. The little cartoon nigga. Yeah.
Wonder what happens if I put halftime on.
Yeah. Change the bars on it. See it go like every 2 bars or some shit. Wasn't on.
30 minutes. Thank you. Shout out to Rob for the vocals. Oh no, seriously, but then it doesn't work. I don't build. You rapping actually helps me. Like, oh,
Okay. I love it. Shout out to Eric AZ with his In the Middle track. He got a new track called In the Middle. Eric AZ got the In the Middle. Check that out on all your platforms. In the Middle challenge as well. There's a whole dance to it.
Shout out to Eric AZ. Maybe you can play it.
Oh, shoot. Yeah. Doing in the middle of the stage, in the middle of the page, in the middle of the cage. Do it in the middle of the, do it in the middle or not. Either way, you about to know it's too hot. Yeah, some shit about to drop and get some shit up off the pot. Yeah, no, I come straight from the block. Yeah, straight from East. Dream on. Yeah, but we want everything to be like, I'm another here with some fun. Love when you can be, love the kids. Hey. Okay, they give the triumphant feeling to it. Okay, like, yeah, no defeatist mentality. Fuck with it. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's fire. Yo, it really went well. It really helped. This the whole beat captures the whole vibe, the whole topic of the whole shit, the whole now ride. I gotta do it for my head, my homie here go inside. You know we about to catch a vibe. I couldn't be just like them, just in witness. Yeah, sit back and be like, yo, what is this? Yeah, could I come here and get up? Can I get a witness? Just trying to be good civilians, yeah. Do it for my people in the buildings, yeah. Do it for the women and the children, yeah. The men, the people in between that killed them, the one out here who ain't living. What I'm sipping. Nothing but some water, something for growth, yeah. Something that you better toast to. Look, yeah, I come over here with that, scoop, that new, too. That's fire. These hokers almost look like Air Force One, the Air Maxes, for a second. It's nice.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. All right, man.
Shout out to ALBY. Shout out to ALBY. Yeah. Shout out to ALBY. Shout out to ALBY. Shout out to ALBY. Doing all the vibe beats. You know how I speak. Yeah, checking all of our speech. Yeah. Na, 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 na. Yeah. I almost hear like dun, 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 and now we gonna what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Now that we've come home, what are we gonna do with this? Right? Now that I've come home when I'm out, yeah, supposed to do with shit that I see. Niggas out here trying to be copies, yeah, I just got the like. Everybody wanna be a copy. I'm just hitting the heights for copy. Trying to get the plan out. Yeah, don't look. I love it. You keep doing what you do. I'ma keep on like I got the flu, like I'm too sick to stop, like I gotta find my shoe, like I ran out the party, like I didn't have a clue. Nigga, I'm Cinderella. What you thought I came to? Why'd I came in blue? Why the fuck you think I came in this shit in blue? Niggas, I'm Cinderella.
Cinderella.
Hello, the fuck you think I came in here in blue? This is like when you freestyle, you say anything is to try to make it make sense. For me, gotta be fun. I don't know how these niggas freestyle and they say amazing things. You know who's really good rhyming,
We'll be
bro?
out now, I guess. Oh, now we're out. Sorry. We gotta say bye, Rob. We gotta say bye.
Yo, love, bro. My fault. I'm in the hot mic. God bless, man.
I don't got my camera. Sorry.
Yo.
There you go.
Yeah, we was about to get out of here because usually those sessions, man, we've been doing like separately, so it does feel like that. We do it and we out. But now we got catching something and we're trying to incorporate everything in one combination, one episode, each episode. Shout out to Al, it was a great idea. Just evolving and just being well-rounded, bringing everything together. So love to you, bro.
Yeah, man, as always, man. I appreciate doing this, and also it was cool just to see what we come up with, man, after, because, you know, we've had a lot of heavy conversations, so it's good to add this to the show, and then also for folks out there to see that there's just a possible way. If this works for you, hopefully you felt inspired. If after listening to this you felt like cooking up, I hope that also inspired you as well to just create, man, because look, it was tough. We started, if you play this back, who would have probably guessed we ended here, right? You know what I'm saying? People skip to videos and whatnot, so.
1,000, 1,000.
Yeah, hopefully you would have skipped this part. But yeah, man, I'm good to go, Rob. How you feeling?
I feel great.
Right,
I feel better. Love to, man.
Let's go, man.
Yo, Manuscript, Rob Hegan, Al-Dubz.
All right, y'all. Till the next one.